sis, aunties, everybody. Welcome back. If it's your first time coming through, welcome to Satori Synergy. I invite you to come on into the room and join us on this journey. I am Erica. Now, I began helping people get their lives together when I began my career 25 years ago as a social worker, now which I will argue are the original life coaches. And today I am before you as an officially trained human design expert and projector who does it for the culture. I make it make sense. Today we are diving into the key life cycles in human design. These are the major turning points that shape your growth, your transformation, and your purpose. As you go through the ages and stages of your life, these cycles reveal how your energy is designed to evolve over time. So let's get into it. Let's explore what each stage means and how to align with the lessons that they bring. Now, I am delighted that you are joining us on this journey towards intentional joy. But the first thing you need to do is to get your chart. Just like you have a unique fingerprint, you have a unique energy blueprint that people can feel through your body language. It's your aura, just like you can feel theirs. You feel me? Now, your chart is a blueprint that acts as a roadmap. This shows you how you are designed to thrive and communicate, lead, love, and make decisions in your best interest. It's like your very own unique user's manual or SOP at the job. Now, one of my favorite clients, she's 20 years old, she will tell anybody that listens that she believes that parents should leave the hospital with their child's birth certificate and their human design chart, or to make it a class in high school, because she feels like it truly serves as her compass. Generate your chart at satorisynergy.com. You'll need your birth date, the exact time you were born, and the city and state, or the country if you were born outside of the US. Now, once you pull your chart, there are going to be options available for you to download. You could download your business sociology career design report. Now, I wrote that because it speaks to how you are specifically designed to thrive in your professional life. Additionally, you can schedule a one-on-one session with me, and I'll be happy to introduce you to yourself and show you how you are designed to show up in the world, bold and beautiful, instead of boxed in to what others have had you shrink into. Understanding your ages and stages of life helps you to honor your process as you progress through the decades. Now, this type of self-awareness empowers you to disrupt the self-sabotaging behaviors that you may have been conditioned to exhibit. In human design, this is illustrated by the concept of the cycles. Now, these life cycles serve as signposts for your hero's journey, or Shiro's journey, shall I say, as you travel back to yourself. Now, today I'm going to introduce you to the 4 major life cycles that occur throughout your lifetime through the lens of human design in this brief overview. I believe that once you understand yourself, then you can understand your assignment. Once you understand your assignment, you can live in alignment as your best self, living your best life. Let's get into it. Let's get started with your first Saturn return. Around age 30, when Saturn has returned to the exact place in the sky where it was the moment you were born, it comes back to check on you. It wants to know if you understand your assignment. This is your initiation into adulthood, an energetic rite of passage. Human beings are amongst the slowest beings to mature on Earth. Your executive brain function doesn't even turn on until age 25. So this rite of passage asks you the question, are you living as you were wonderfully and fearfully made and starring in your own lifetime movie as the main character? Or are you living your life as a supporting actress in someone else's movie and living as they expect you to? It's not trying to be cruel or confuse you. It is calling you to align. It asks, where have you been out of integrity and out of alignment with your strategy and authority. Now, it's cheering for you. It wants you to win. So it does offer you natural consequences and constraints to help direct your evolution. Now, the gate activations that you have in your specific human design chart identify which lessons that you are here to learn, even if it's the hard way. It's your curriculum that you were given when you enrolled in the Earth School of Hard Knocks. But when you successfully master these lessons and embody them, you will receive rewards and recognitions as a role model. And like graduate, if it feels like you have a good sense of self-awareness and are on the right track, it loosens its boundaries around you and it allows you to eventually evolve and level up towards your highest expression of yourself. Now, if we think of the life cycle of the butterfly, it begins as a caterpillar. Now, think of this first Saturn return as the beginning of your caterpillar stage, the time when your childhood energetically ends and you are forced to face the realities of adulting and take responsibility and accountability for yourself and the moves you make. You hit your Uranus opposition around your 40s. Between ages 38 to 42, the planet Uranus is in the opposite location where it was the exact moment you were born. Now, up until now, you've been living under the conditioning and the pressure from society and energetically influenced by Saturn's restrictive structure and there's expectations while proving yourself and building credibility. This midlife metamorphosis, when your soul begins to break free from the programming and conditioning of the first half of your life and realign with your purposeful path as an individual. You've built the life that you thought you should have. Now Uranus invites you to get ready to live the life that's actually yours. Some people call this the midlife crisis, but we know this is the chrysalis stage. Now it's time to recalibrate and begin again. Just like the caterpillar begins to morph and transform, there's a lot of changes going on inside of you, just as it is inside of that chrysalis. You now know that the caterpillar went in and will come out the other side as a butterfly. That same transformation is available to you. Here, you are invited to reinvent yourself. Here is the theme about liberation, disruption if necessary, and awakening to your authentic self. This is a wake-up cycle that often brings unexpected shifts in your career trajectory. You may go into a completely different field, relationship changes. You may have never wanted to get married and suddenly wanted to get married, or the opposite. Even your identity. You may be feeling like you are outgrowing your old roles or definitions. The urge to do something more meaningful with these creative surges and like a renewed energy towards your purpose. The theme here is less about crisis and chaos. You'll hear people refer to this as the midlife crisis, but this is more about course correction. If this is navigated consciously, this can be a very liberating cycle where you get to bridge the gap between external success and internal fulfillment, because you now know you can have them both. Between the ages of 48 and 52, you experience your Chiron return. Now, Chiron is an asteroid. This is located between the planets Saturn and Uranus, which we just spoke about. Now, it has a mythological story of being a wounded demigod. All of the planets and celestial bodies have a story to tell. Now, this is how we know that the three wise men were able to look up at the sky, read the stars, to learn exactly when and where a king was to be born. These mythological tales are embedded in our everyday lives. For example, they are the sources of the names of our months and days of the week. Everyone's story is written in the heavens, including yours. Now, when Chiron returns to the place in the sky where it was when you were born, it activates a cycle of integration and purposeful embodiment. Now, this is not about fixing yourself. It's actually about realizing that you were never broken. This time is about leveraging that wound where you were most sensitive or conditioned or tested and transforming it into a healing wisdom. Now, this wisdom cycle, this energy stems from probably a painful limitation or rejection earlier in life that now becomes the very medicine you use to heal yourself and others. It's showtime, butterfly. You and your new wings are ready to transcend trauma, accept yourself, and soar with a new attitude. You are no longer chasing purpose. You are the purpose. Now, if you approach this cycle with clarity and consciousness, having already embodied what we've learned in your first Saturn return and Uranus opposition, the only validation you'll be interested in at this point in life is for parking. Again, as in with the other cycles, your human design chart will show us exactly what themes you are specifically navigating to turn a wound into wisdom. Now, closing out this overview, around the ages of 58 to 60, Saturn returns again. This time, it's asking you to lead with lessons instead of learning them. The first Saturn return was about maturing into adulthood. This time, the assignment is about your legacy and your mastery. The second Saturn return is a culmination point where you move into fully expressing your purpose and your outer authority. Now, if you have navigated the previous cycles consciously and now have clarity, this is your rite of passage into becoming the elder and mentor others as an experienced role model as they seek alignment on their journey. You are no longer learning your lessons. You are living them. This is where you shift from being a lifelong learner into a living legend. From here forward, you pass on your wisdom naturally through your aura and in essence, not through your efforts, as you no longer have anything to prove. You are battle tested, tried and true, a master and champion whose victories are on full display with every step you take and every graceful note you give to those coming behind you so they can live smarter and not harder. Now, I will leave it there for now. We've went over the 4 major life cycles. Human design is a specialized and customized self-discovery experience. So we will go deeper into your specifics and what this looks like for you in real life in our one-on-one coaching sessions. So I'll see you there. I hope this brief overview of these major life cycles have intrigued you and even empowered you to see that what you have been sensing is real as you've been going through the different ages and stages in your life. I thank you for visiting my channel. Come back and bring a friend. It was an absolute pleasure to share my energy and expertise with you on this topic. Feel free to return the love and the energy by liking, sharing, and subscribing. It does help me help you. When you're ready to step into your joy journey, I'll see you over at satorisynergy.com. Bye-bye.